Pregame.com.
Welcome back to Pregame.tv. I'm Marco D'Angelo with Vegas Runner. We're breaking down Louisville at Notre Dame on Saturday. VR, this is a big game, Big East. Louisville, they were a #1 team in the country just a few weeks ago. They had that upset at home against Syracuse, and then it kind of put them in a little bit of a funk. And we talked about it on one of our other videos that, when a team loses a big game, it's not uncommon to see the team go into that little funk for a little bit. It's like a hangover from, losing the big game. The betting public automatically wants to jump back on the team and think they're going to come right back and bounce back. And I found over the years, a lot of times they don't. You'll see, a regression for a few games. When they finally get it righted, though, generally the buy sign's on a team for a few games. And right now, Louisville, after that 3-game slide, have now rolled off 3 in a row. They've covered the last 2 easily. 19-point blowout to, at the time, the #1 team in the Big East, Marquette. And it's not often you say the #1 team, Marquette, in a conference that's got Louisville and it's got Syracuse, got Pitt in it. But Marquette was leading the conference, and Louisville took it to them last Sunday, and then they come back with a big win over Rutgers. You're looking at this game. Obviously, a home dog at South Bend looks tempting. What do you think here?
I think the line's too short. I'll tell you what. When you look at Notre Dame, that record's extremely misleading. The only advantage Notre Dame has in this game is experience, and that's because kids go to Notre Dame to also get an education. So you're usually going to get some seniors and some juniors, and that's what you have with Notre Dame. They go 8 deep. That's the only advantage they have. But when you look at that record of 18-5, 6-4 in conference, it's misleading based on the fact they had an extremely simple schedule. Their non-conference schedule was one of the easiest in all of college basketball. And they have decent players with Cooley and Atkins, but they don't have studs. And when you look at the Louisville side, they have one of the best defenses in all of college basketball. They're as efficient as they come, top 10, more or less, offensively. I don't see anyone that's going to be able to stop Russ Smith, that junior guard of theirs. And the only question is the experience for Louisville, because they're the kind of team where you're not going to get too many seniors. They do have 3 juniors, 2 seniors that get quality minutes, which is rare for a team this good. Usually they're 1 and done, 2 and done. That may serve them well come tournament time. But in this game right here, Marco, I think you're absolutely right. It does look tempting to take Notre Dame at home, getting all those points, but I don't think it's enough. I'd be willing to lay as much as 7 or 8 points with Louisville.
All right, well, guys, this is my official free pick, so let's make it official. All right, I'm actually going to lay the points with Louisville, and I do believe that this line is short. They're still looking at Louisville and seeing the team that had that 3-game losing streak. They're looking at Notre Dame. There's a lot of mystique with Notre Dame. We know that all the time, that they're one of the teams in college basketball, college football, that they just got so many backers with the marquee that Vegas is always going to pump the line a little bit. In this case, they're shading the line a little bit. I think Louisville, with their pressure defense, that's going to be the difference in this ball game. Louisville has turned up the defensive pressure the last few games. And if you look, the last 5 games, they have produced 19, 17, 15, 17, and 17 on the turnovers.
Yeah.
When you're getting extra possessions, and you're, against a team, that's going to negate the crowd. That's going to take the crowd out. And when Notre Dame's got to work for every possession, just bringing it up, whenever they turn on, the full court press. And
it's that suffocating man-to-man defense that Louisville runs so well, man. I think Notre Dame's going to have so many problems with them. Excuse me.
Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and lay the 5 points here. I'd grade this out. I've got Louisville winning by 9 or more points. One of the other things that you're gaining with the line value, we've seen some home underdogs pull off some major upsets this week, and that's going to have the public looking at it to try to take the home dog. As VR said, they played a soft schedule. It's going to show today. Take Louisville, lay the points. That's my free pick in this one. We're going to be right back. We're going to go to Sunday NBA action. The LA Clippers travel to the Big Apple to play the New York Knicks. That's up next here on Pregame.tv.